well. But to get started for today, go ahead and sit comfortably. You can sit cross-legged if you'd like to. You can extend one or both legs forward. Heck, you could even lay down if you absolutely wanted to. But make yourself comfortable. We'll just spend a few minutes going inward before we get started with our movement practice. So if you are seated, go ahead and shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Take them behind you and then drop them down. Feel the chest just lifting slightly and the crown of the head reaching toward the ceiling. As your eyes close, start to become aware of your breath flowing in and flowing out. And I'd like you to, as you get used to your breath here, I'd like you to start to even the breath out. So making the length of your inhale and exhale the same. And you can achieve this by counting the breath, inhaling for a certain number of counts and exhaling for an equal number of counts. An account is whatever you use for internal measurement. It could be an estimated second or the sound of a word or a syllable. Just do your best, evening out the breath here. And you might notice as you are working on the breath here that the mind starts to wander, it starts to be distracted. And that's okay. Just notice if that happens. And if it does, just bringing your awareness back to the even breath for just a little bit longer. This even breath helping to ground you in the present moment, also helping to balance the sides of your body, the hemispheres of your brain, the energy in your body. Starting to feel more centered. And just acknowledging before we come out of this practice that you're here to practice yoga, that anything that needs to get done or needs to be concerned with, all of that will happen. All of that will be tended to, just not now. That you've intentionally set aside this time today to not have to worry about that. So when you do find your mind wandering off, just remind yourself that you're intentionally here and come on back. So letting go of the breath practice. And when you're ready, take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring the palms together in front of you and bow the chin. And just honor yourself just as you are in this moment, this body, this breath, this energy and mind, and allowing this practice today to be in service of all of that. So we're bringing the palms together now, creating heat between them, taking the heated palms over the eyes or face, and gently brushing over the top of your head and down your neck, bringing yourself back to the space around you. Good, welcome back. So we'll begin today's practice on our backs. So if you're sitting on a prop, just move that off to the side and come to lay down. Good. Take your time getting onto the ground here. It might feel good once you get down here to hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Might even feel good to rock gently from side to side on the spine, especially if your back body is a little, a little tweaky, a little sore, discomfort. Just massaging the back here. Good. All right. I'll ask you now to extend your legs down to the floor, having the heels about hip width apart, and have your arms down by your sides. Good. We're going to work with this idea of balance today. So balance, of course, balancing like on one leg. We'll get there, don't worry. But also balancing the sides of your body, the sides of your brain. All right. So Take a moment to establish your right side and your left side. And with your next inhale, please lift your right arm toward the ceiling and then all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. Then exhale, reach back up toward the ceiling and bring the right arm down. Good. Inhale, lift the left arm toward the ceiling and overhead, knuckles on the floor. And then exhale, reach back up and bring the arm down. Let's do that again. Right arm lifts up and overhead. And exhale, bring the arm all the way back down. Left arm reaching up and over. And exhale, release the arm down. Right arm, inhale. And exhale, release. Left arm, inhale. And exhale, release. We're going to add the legs now. We'll be doing opposite arms, opposite legs. So with your next inhale, lift the right arm overhead like you did before and lift the left leg into the air, about 90 degrees off the floor. Exhale, release the arm and leg back down with control at the same time. Inhale, lift the left arm and right leg. And exhale, release down. Right arm, left leg. Inhale. Exhale, release. Left arm, right leg. And exhale, release. Let's keep going. Right arm, left leg, inhale. Exhale, they come back down. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, bring it back down. Again, the first side. Then the second side. One more time on each side. Right arm, left leg. And down. Left arm, right leg. And down. Good. So we're going to do a similar exercise, but there's just a bit more choreography to it. And that's meant to trick your brain. So if you get tripped up, that's supposed to happen. All right. So just try to stay as present as possible. Listen to what I'm saying, lefts and rights, arms and legs. When you're ready, inhale, lift your right arm and left leg. Leave the arm overhead. Take the leg back down to the floor. With your next inhale, lift your left arm and your right leg. Keep both arms overhead. Release the right leg back down to the floor. Inhale, please lift your left leg up. With your exhale, lower the left leg with the right arm. Left leg, right arm. And then go ahead and lift the right leg up. And then exhale, lower the right leg with the left arm or back to the starting position. If you're not there, just cheat. We'll do it again. With your inhale, right arm, left leg. Leave the arm overhead. Exhale, leg comes down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Leave both arms overhead. Exhale, leg comes down. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, lower the left leg with the right arm. Right leg lifts, inhale. Lower the leg with the arm, coming back to the starting position, keeping it going. Right arm, left leg, inhale. Exhale, just the leg. Left arm, right leg, inhale. Exhale, just the leg. Left leg lifts, inhale. Lower the left leg with the right arm. Right leg lifts. And lower the right leg with the left arm. Continuing, right arm, left leg. Exhale, just the leg. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, just the leg. Left leg lifts. Lower the leg with the right arm, exhale. Right leg lifts. Exhale, lower with the left arm. One more time. Right arm, left leg. Exhale, just the leg. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, just the leg. Left leg lifts. Lower the leg with the right arm. Right leg lifts. Lower the leg with the left arm. Good. Back to the starting position. If you're not there, just cheat. It's okay. Just feel sensation for a moment. Might hurt your brain more than your body. And then when you're ready, please hug your right knee into your chest, holding on to the knee or shin. And flex both feet. So the left toes specifically point toward the ceiling. And just feel this gentle stretch in your hip. Good. And then keeping the knee drawn in, please hold behind the right thigh with both hands. And with your inhale, straighten the arms and extend the right leg toward the ceiling, pulling the toes back. Exhale, bend the right knee back into your chest. The arms bend as well. Inhale, extend the leg again, reaching it toward the ceiling, arms straighten. And exhale, bend the knee, pull it in. Keep doing that. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. Last one. Extending the leg, inhale. And exhale, bend the knee. And go ahead and just extend the right leg all the way down to the floor now. And we'll do the other side. Bring the left knee in. Flex both feet again, right toes pointing toward the ceiling. Stay here for a breath or two to feel the stretch in the hip. Good. And then holding behind the left thigh, with your inhale, extend the left heel toward the ceiling, arms straighten. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it back in. Inhale, extend the left leg, pull the toes back. Exhale, knee to chest. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. A couple more times. Extend and bend. Last one. And exhale, bend the knee in, and then go ahead and release the left leg down to the floor. Good. Please bring your right knee back in. Good. So holding on to the right knee, or some of you might hold on to the right thigh, just you'll see what you'll need here in just a moment, but just have a connection with the right hand on the right leg. Your left hand is going to come to rest on top of your left hip here. So just pressing, or so not actually not pressing, just placing it down. You're not pushing at all, but you're reminding the left hip to stay on the floor throughout this exercise. And I'll remind you as well. Good. So with the left hip grounding, go ahead and guide the right knee out to the right. This is where you'll start to understand where the hand goes, either on the side of the knee or underneath the thigh. Now keep the knee out to the side, flex both feet. Inhale, extend your right leg out to the right, and then exhale, bend the knee. Keep the knee out to the side. Inhale, extend the leg again. Exhale, bend the knee. Keep the left hip grounding, extend, inhale, pulling the toes back. Exhale, bend. A couple more times. Reach. Exhale back. Last one, and we're going to hold it. So extend the right leg out to the side. Again, it's okay to hold the leg here. Left hip is grounding, and we're breathing, hopefully. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, bring it back to center. Keep the knee drawn in. Before we do the other side, take your right knee into your left hand. We'll go ahead and just relax the right arm out to the side. If there's something in the way here, you could also do cactus arms. And you're going to draw the right knee across the body into a twist. The right hip lifts up, and then try to anchor back your right shoulder and right arm. You can even turn the chin to the right if you'd like to. We'll stay here for about 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, carefully unwind and extend the right leg on down. Good. Now we get to see what that feels like on the other side. So bringing the left knee in again. And again, you'll hold on to the left knee with the left hand, and you can adjust where that is in a moment. But place your right hand on your right hip, again, reminding this hip to stay on the floor. Good. Once that's there, go ahead and guide the left knee out to the left, flex both feet. And then inhale, extend the left leg out, reaching through the heel, and then exhale, bend. Keep the knee out to the side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. And again, we'll hold. Extend the leg out to the side. Ground the right hip. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee. Bring it back to center. Keep the knee drawn in. Grab hold of it with the right hand. Left arm extends out to the side. And then go ahead and guide the left knee across the body into a twist. Try to ground the left shoulder and left arm. You can turn the chin or head to the left if you'd like. Just a few breaths in this twist. Good. Inhale, carefully unwind and extend the left leg down for a moment. Feel sensation from the movement that we have done so far. And we'll do just a little bit more. So go ahead and bring your knees into your chest again, both of them this time. Good. And then you can start by holding behind your legs, but we're going to move them in a moment. You're going to extend both legs toward the ceiling, pull the toes back, reach through the heels, and try to ground your lower back to the floor here. All right. Now, if you're holding onto the legs, go ahead and just slide the hands down to the floor. You could even tuck them underneath your hips if you'd like to for support. Then take a deep breath in. With your exhale, extend your right leg forward toward the floor, about 4 inches off the ground, and then inhale, pick it back up. Exhale, take the left leg forward, same fashion, about 4 inches off the floor. Inhale, back up. Right leg forward. Breathe. Inhale, back up. Left leg forward. Don't clench your jaw. Inhale, lift. Right leg. And lift. Left leg. And lift a couple more times. Right leg. And lift. Left leg. And lift. One more time on each side. Right leg forward. And lift. Left leg forward. Lift it all the way up, and then bring the knees into the chest. Hug them in. And take a breath in and out, maybe sighing it out if you need to. Beautiful. And then go ahead and take your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees, about hip width apart, prepping for bridge pose. So just to get the arms in our body first, the movement, I should say, we'll add the hips in just a moment. With your inhale, go ahead and lift your arms toward the ceiling and then all the way overhead again. Then exhale, release your arms back down to your sides. Good. Now let's add the hips. Arms lift, inhale, then press the feet into the floor. Lift the hips into the air, bridge pose. Exhale, everything comes down at the same time. Good. Inhale again, lift the arms and hips, reaching up. Exhale, coming back down. Try to keep the feet flat on the floor the entire time. Inhale, lifting up, pelvis pressing toward the ceiling. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Just a couple more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one, and we'll hold it this time, lifting on up. Inhale. Your arms can relax overhead, pelvis pressing toward the ceiling. Breathing here. Three, two, press up just a little bit higher. And exhale, one, bring the arms and hips back down to the floor. Take an adjusting breath. Good job. All right, so before we come up onto hands and knees, I'm going to just ask you to roll over onto your belly. And bring the hands underneath the shoulders here. And you're going to come up onto your elbows and just draw the shoulders down the back. Feel the chest pull forward and breathe. Good. We call this Sphinx pose. It's just a nice little back bend here. It's prepping us for what's coming next. And you're like, what's coming next? You'll see. You'll see. Don't worry. Good. Now, keeping the chest relatively elevated, you can come down a little bit here, but I'll ask you to cross your right arm in front of you. All right. And then go ahead and bend your left knee, bring the heel toward your seat. And with the left hand, reach back and grab the base of your toes. So not the ankle, not the foot itself, but the base of the toes. All right. Now, once you have that connection, what naturally happens is the left hip pops up off the ground. So with an exhale, roll the left hip back down, then start to draw the left heel in toward the left hip. Now it's tempting here to collapse in the chest. So try to keep the chest lifting if you can. And feel that stretch in the front of the left thigh. It's natural here to have emotion come up. Something about stretching the quad, the front of the thigh, can sometimes be agitating. If you notice that come up, just smile at yourself. 3, 2, don't slingshot it to the floor. Just gently release the foot, letting it come down slowly. Now you can relax down the forehead to the arms if you want to. Just take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, we'll come up to do the other side. So coming back up into Sphinx to start, elbows underneath the shoulders, and then cross your left arm in front of you this time. And then you'll bend the right knee. With your right hand, reach back and grab the base of the right toes. Again, the hip pops up, roll it back down, and then draw the heel in. Good. Now let's breathe. Keep the chest lifting. One side might be tighter than the other. Just be gentle with yourself. Again, noticing what emotion comes up, if any. Doesn't have to, but it might. So just notice if it does. 3, 2, and again, don't slingshot it. Slowly release the foot. Cross the arms and forehead to the arms for a moment. Just feel sensation as that leg relaxes again. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes under, and then push up to hands and knees, and then lift the hips coming into downward facing dog. Now it's the first down dog of the class, so go ahead and walk it out a bit if you need to. We have done a bit of work for the hamstrings, the backs of the legs, so you might find more access in this pose than you usually do when you first come into it, but just explore it. You can pedal the feet if you'd like to. Think about lifting the hips toward the ceiling behind you. Good. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. And then exhale, releasing the feet. Go ahead and sink back into child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead toward the floor. Spending a breath or two here. But just a breath or two. So with your next inhale, go ahead and come up to hands and knees and step your right foot between your hands. Good. We're just gonna do a little bit of work for the hamstring some more and for the hip as well. So with your fingertips or hands on the ground, take a deep breath in, look forward. With your exhale, straighten the right leg, take the hips back a little bit, pull the toes towards you, feeling the back of the leg stretch. Then inhale, rock forward, look forward. Then exhale, extend the right leg again, pull the toes back. Inhale, rock forward, and exhale, rock back. We'll do that two more times. Inhale, rocking forward, and exhale, rocking back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Then go ahead and rock forward and step the back foot forward, coming into the standing forward fold. Don't worry, we'll do the other side, but just this is our transition pose. Taking a breath or two here. Don't lock the knees, keep a little bit of a bend to them. And then when you're ready to do the other side, step your right foot way back and bring the back knee to the floor. You can release the foot if you'd like to. With the hands or fingertips on the floor, inhale, look forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg, pull the toes back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg, pull the toes back. And inhale, rock forward. And back, exhale. Again, a couple more times. Rocking back. And then inhale, rock forward. Exhale, step forward. Good. Staying here for a breath. We're going to do just a little bit more work with that last lunge. So please step your left foot back this time, knee to the ground, but keep your left toes curled under. Now from here, I'll ask you to come up onto, interlace the fingers up onto the front thigh. Now, if this is too much for you, you could bring yoga blocks underneath your hands and have them by the foot in front of you. But if you don't, just do your best, all right? So with the back toes curled under, sinking into the hips here, with your inhale, go ahead and lift the back knee. Good. Now exhale, bring it back down slowly. That's the hard part. Inhale, lift the knee, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Two more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. Let's stay in the raised lunge for just 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down carefully. Good job. Bring the hands to the floor. Step forward. Take a breath, but just 1. All right, go step the right foot back. Knee to the ground. Practicing the same thing on the other side. Interlace the fingers on the front thigh. Back toes are still curled under here. Good. When you're ready, inhale, lift the back knee. And exhale, carefully bring it down. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, bring it down. It's okay if it's wobbly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, we'll hold it. Go ahead and lift the knee, staying in the raised lunge. Keep the hips sinking. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring the right knee down. Hands to the floor. Step forward, standing forward fold. Good. So hanging out here, again, knees are bending slightly. Release your shoulders, your head, your neck, your arms. The upper body just draping over the thighs. Good. Now from here, please press your palms into your shins, straighten the arms, and bring your chest parallel to the floor, looking down. And then exhale, fold down over the legs again. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale again, palms to shins, coming halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Halfway up, inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up to standing or reaching the arms up and overhead. And then release the arms down. Good. We made it to standing. Good job. Notice sensation. I mean, as I come to standing myself, I'm noticing just I can feel the backs of my legs more than I could when we first started. Also, some sensation in the lower back. Just notice what's true for you. All right. So we haven't done arm swings in a while, so let's do that next. So if you're new to the practice, this is a three-part inhale through the nose and one powerful exhale out of the mouth. All right, in through the nose, out through the mouth with the movement. The movement we'll do today is inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, inhale up, and then exhale, jab the elbows back. So that's slow motion. Fast motion, it looks like this. Inhale, 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 exhale. All right, and we're gonna go for about 2 minutes. So find a pace that works for you. And it's okay to slow it down, but try to keep moving if you can. If you have to stop, that's fine. But second guess yourself just once. All right, feet stacking underneath the hips when you're ready. Inhale, arms up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale, jab. Inhale, 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 exhale. Good. Three-part inhale through the nose, one powerful exhale out of the mouth. And you want to feel the navel pull into the body and up, helping to clear your respiratory system. Clearing out the lungs and the throat, helping to get rid of all that stale, toxic air that can build up in the base portion of the lungs when we don't take deep breaths sometimes. It's a good moment as well to kind of just let go of something energetically. There's this big expulsion through the mouth. So maybe there's something on your heart you gotta get rid of. Just kind of imagine it just spewing out with a big exhale. You're a little more than halfway done. Again, it's okay to slow the movement down, but try to keep moving if you can. Feeling the full movement of the shoulder joints up, back, up, and jab. Going for about 10 more seconds. We're almost there. Swing it out. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whew, feel sensation. Your breath rate, your heart rate, feeling in the body. That breath rhythm is called the breath of joy. You might feel lighter after doing that. And with your next inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and overhead. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth, release the arms down. Again, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth, release the arms down. One more time, sweep the arms overhead, inhale. Holding the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, arms come down. Good, and feel. Good. So please take your feet about shoulder width apart, or if you're standing forward on your mat, it's about mat width apart. All right. Then take your left arm up and overhead. So left arm's up, then the right arm comes up and you hold on to the wrist. Traction the left arm toward the ceiling. And then think about your rib cage. So your rib cage is kind of hanging on your spine. The whole spine is not going to lean. The rib cage is just going to pivot to the right. Okay, so do that. Just rib cage pivots to the right. You feel a slight pull out of the hip. The space between your left hip bone and your left rib cage widens. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Release the arms. And then there's that second side. So right arm lifts, reach up, grab the wrist, traction upward first. And again, just the rib cage is moving here, or that's the illusion, and just tilt gently to the left. Feeling that space between the right hip bone and right rib cage widen. Good. Inhale, come up and release the arms. Good. Stay where you're at with your feet. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms off the back. Puff the chest. Look up. Take a deep breath in. Then bending the knees just a little bit with your exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward, taking the arms off the back as much as you can, maybe even overhead. And then staying in the forward fold, release the arms, hands toward the floor. Then inhale halfway up, palms to shins. Exhale, release down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up to standing. Staying tall, release the arms down. Beautiful. So we have just enough time to do a few sun salutations, and we're all warmed up for it. I also promised you some balancing posture, so I'll try to get all that in. But go ahead and step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Have your feet about hip width apart to start. Good, and bring the palms together at your heart. Take a moment to find your breath. And with your next inhalation, sweep your arms down, back, and up. Then exhale, hinge at the hips and swan dive, fold forward and down. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up, inhale. Then exhale, release down and step your right foot way back. Back knee to the floor, keep the back toes curled under. With your inhale, sweep your arms forward and up into the crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers, then exhale, bring them down onto the front thigh. Inhale, pick up the back knee. Exhale, put it down. Hands to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, floating down onto hands and knees. Exhale, release the feet, child's pose. Inhale, back up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Please lift your right leg high into the air behind you. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Help it through if you need to. Foot between the hands. Bring the back knee to the floor. Again, keep the back toes curled under. Inhale, lift the arms up, crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, bring them down onto the front thigh. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, bring the knee down, hands to the floor, and step forward. Standing forward fold. Palms to shins, halfway up here, inhale. And exhale, release down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And palms together at the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Please step your left foot back this time. Back knee to the ground, toes stayed curled under. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, interlace the fingers on the front thigh. Inhale, pick up the back knee. Exhale, put it down. Hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Floating gently down onto hands and knees. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts this time. Exhale, step the left foot forward, foot between the hands, help it through. Back knee to the floor, toes stay curled under. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, interlace the fingers on the front thigh. Inhale, pick up the back knee. Exhale, put it down. Hands to the floor, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Halfway up and down. Right foot steps. Back knee to the floor. Crescent lunge, inhale. Interlace the fingers on the front thigh. Pick up the back knee. Now stay. Feel the hips sink down just a little bit further. Heart is looking forward for 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the knee down, hands to the floor, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees, and exhale, child's pose. Inhale up to hands and knees, and exhale, downward dog. Right leg lifts, and exhale, step it through, help it forward. Back knee to the floor, toes stay curled under. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, interlace on the front thigh. Pick up the back knee, and again, we'll stay for just a little bit. Hips sinking down. 3, 2, and 1. Knee down gently. Bring the hands down, stepping forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up to standing. And bring the palms together at your hearts. Good. Feel sensation again. Working with the hamstrings, the hips. And now we'll do some of that fancy balancing I've been talking about. So sometimes people get intimidated by balancing because it takes coordination. Just meet yourself wherever you're at. You do not have to be perfect at this. If you fall, that's okay. We're just practicing. And any negative self-talk that comes through, just when it comes into the room, just let it go out the window. It's there, but there's no attachment to it, all right? So go ahead and let your feet stack underneath your hips. And to just get started with balancing, I like to find just a really strong point of center. So I start to lean from side to side. You can join me. And just stop at the point where you feel the weight of your body pretty evenly placed between both feet. And then do the same thing, rocking gently forward and back, not too far back. And stop at the point where you feel the weight evenly placed between the balls of your feet and the heels. It's about approximate, but just stop at that point. And so with your movement, you've made a crosshairs that you're now at the center of. All right. This is your nice, strong, stable standing center. You're going to take the center of that crosshairs and you're going to move it over down into your left foot. Okay. So you'll lean a little bit to the side, but also think about your pelvis drawing upwards, your chest is lifting. Good. Now, the next thing is focus your eyes to a single non-moving point. If the eyes are focused, it's a little bit easier here. Your hands can rest on your hips. And then go ahead and pick up your right knee as high as it'll go. It's okay if it's only a couple of inches off the floor, just kind of teasing it here. That's fine too. We're working with the right knee lifting. And we're breathing. Because if you don't breathe when you balance, you pass out and you fall anyway. So learn to do this breathing. I've been telling that joke for like 15 years. It's fine. Good. Go ahead and bring the right foot back down. And we'll give it a try on the other side. Now, there are asymmetries in the body, so one side will be easier or harder than the other usually. But take that same crosshairs, move it down into the center of your right foot. Good. Pull up the pelvis, lift the heart, hands on the hips, focus the eyes, and let the left knee levitate on up. And breathe again. And if you fall out of the pose, that's fine. Just take your time coming back into it through the steps that we've identified already. Perfection is not the goal here. Never was. And never will be. I heard someone say one time that perfection's the only thing you can really fail at. So might as well not even try perfection. Good. Go ahead and place the left foot back down. All right. We're going to move into tree pose next, and there's a few variations for it. So I'll start with the typically simplest, everything's relative, and move my way from there. So at any point you want to stop and just stay at a certain stage, just do that, okay? But move that crosshairs down into your left foot now, lift the pelvis and heart. Good, and then start lifting the right knee off the ground. Now you're going to take the right knee out to the side when you're ready. Now the foot can come down to the toes touching the floor here, if you'd like to. You can slide it up onto the calf if you'd like to. Some of you might be able to bring it all the way up onto the thigh. Don't put it on the knee exactly, because that's just pushing your knee out. That's not really good here. You can keep holding on to the leg if you'd like. No matter where the leg is, you might bring palms to heart. No matter where the leg is, you might extend the arms straight up. You might take the arms out to the side, tree with branches. Any of these variations, modifications, whatever you want to call them, they're good. All of it's tree pose. Good. Now, when you're ready to come out, try to do so with as much poise and grace as you can muster. And if that's not a lot, that's okay too. All right. Sometimes I like to shake off the foot I've been standing on. It starts to get a little crampy. But when you're ready to do the other side, we will do that. Again, find that crosshairs, move around in the way that you need to, and then move the center of it down into the center of your right foot. Good. Hands can start on the hips. It's a nice place because, what do you do with your hands here, right? And lift the left knee. So getting stable here first, then taking it out to the side. Again, the options are the toes can be on the floor, foot kind of resting along the ankle. You could slide it up to the calf. You might be able to pull it all the way up to the thigh. You can keep holding it. No matter where the foot is, you can bring palms to heart if you want to. You might grow this tree, and the tree might have branches. It also might sway in the wind. That's okay too. Breathe. Good. And when you're ready to come out, coming out as best you can. Good job. So after all of that balancing, one thing I love to do is just a simple forward fold. So when you're ready, just slide your hands down the backs of your legs, coming into the forward fold. Nice symmetrical stretch throughout the entire body here. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead and gently step into downward facing dog. Again, a nice symmetrical stretch through the body. And then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Bend your elbows in toward your waist, bringing your chest down to the floor and release the hips back, coming onto your belly. Your hands are underneath your shoulders here. Good. Keeping the pelvis grounding with your next inhale, please lift your head, chest, and your legs, coming into locust pose. Good. Exhale, float back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and your legs, locust pose. Exhale, floating down. One more time, and yes, we're holding. Inhale, locust, lift everything up. Squeeze the elbows in toward your side, shoulder blades together, looking forward with the heart. Inner thighs are lifting. 3, 2, and 1. Gently float on down. Good. Curling the toes under. Push up to hands and knees again, and press into downward facing dog. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees, and exhale, child's pose, releasing the feet. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and bring yourself up to a seat. Walking the hands back. And we'll come on to our backs for just a couple more exercises before we rest for a few minutes. So take your time coming on down. Might feel good to hug your knees into your chest when you get here again. And then keeping the knees drawn in towards your body, go ahead and take both arms out to the sides now. Again, you could do cactus arms here if you need to. And take a deep breath in. With your exhale, go ahead and drop your knees to your right side. You can relax them down there. Once they're relaxed down, try to anchor your your left shoulder and left arm to the ground. Might feel good to turn your chin to the left. If not, just keep looking up. And maybe your right hand wants to rest on top of your left thigh. Not forcing the twist at all here, but just kind of keeping the legs where they're at. And we'll stay and breathe. Good. With your next inhale, carefully unwind, bringing the knees back to center. Then we'll do the other side. So arms out to the sides again. This time with your exhale, take the knees to the left, ground your right shoulder and arm, turn the chin to the right if you want to. And maybe the left hand rests on top of the right thigh. Maybe. And breathe. And taking a deeper, fuller breath, carefully unwind. Hug both knees in. You might feel good to gently rock from side to side on your spine here. It also might feel good just to hold the knees still. You pick your practice here. And when you feel complete in this practice, go ahead and extend your legs down to the floor, heels about mat width apart. Bring your arms to rest down next to you, about a foot away from your hips. Relax your jaw, your eyes, your forehead. Settling in here to rest for just a few minutes. A few minutes to no longer be doing anything, but to just be. And if your mind really, really needs something to do, its job is to watch the movement of your abdomen as you breathe, rising and falling, inhale and exhale. peace, peace. Peace. Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath, making some gentle movements in your hands and feet, your arms and your legs. And when you're ready, carefully roll to your right side, slowly making your way up to a seat. And so once you're at a seat, go ahead and bring your palms together at the chest again and lower your chin, taking a deep breath in and out. Just honor yourself for the work you've done here, feeling gratitude for the effort you put forth, for the engagement, for the willpower, and may that effort and this practice continue to serve you. So until we meet again, namaste.